If you've ever wanted to see American propaganda in real time, I've got an example for you. So today, in Trump's meltdown on Truth Social, he said, why would our country allow another country to supply us with electricity, even for a small area? Who made these decisions and why? And can you imagine Canada stooping so low as to use electricity that so affects the life of innocent people as a bargaining chip and a threat? They will pay a financial price for this so big that it will be read about in history books for many years to come. Then he went on to say that Canada is going to be tariffed 25% extra stacked with the existing 25%, so a total of 50%, on aluminum and steel starting tomorrow. And he specifically said this was because Doug Ford put a 25% surcharge on electricity going to Michigan, New York, and Minnesota. But hold on. We always knew this was happening on March 12th because actually, back in February, Trump said there was going to be stacked tariffs for aluminum and steel. You can go look up this piece from CTV News, February 11th by the Canadian Press, and CTV picked it up, called White House Says 25% Tariffs on Steel and Aluminum Will Stack on Another 25%. A White House official confirmed the plan Tuesday on Background that the U.S. President Donald Trump's planned 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports would be stacked on top of other levies on Canadian goods. The president signed executive orders Monday, this was back in February, to impose 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports into the U.S., including Canadian products, starting March 12th. News from a White House official that these two classes of tariffs would stack on top of each other would mean a total 50% tariff on Canadian steel and aluminum if those planned measures proceeded. So, today, he's using the excuse of Doug Ford and saying that because Canada stooped so low, Canada is targeting Americans, Canada is trying to make you hurt. He's using us to say that that's why there needs to be a 50% tariff. And a reminder, that 50% tax, that's what Americans are going to pay on aluminum and steel. So anything that requires aluminum and steel from Canada, which is a lot, you're going to be paying 50% more for that now. So and that money goes straight to the government. It doesn't go to the producers. Canadians are not making extra money on that. Any Canadian steel and aluminum that come into your country, you're going to get charged a 50% tax, and that 50% tax is going straight into the government coffers to pay for all of the tax cuts for the billionaire friends he has. And this is an example of government propaganda in real time.